Cheryl, how are you? I hope you can hear me, that you're all well. Don't think there's anybody here yet. Just go and get something. Hi Carly, how are you? Just having a nice cup of tea on a Sunday. I hope you've had a nice weekend. Yeah, I'll see if some more people turn up. If you want a reading, you just need to put a question in the comments. Let me know if you can hear me. I'm very well, thank you, Cheryl. Yes, let me know if you've got a question. And if not many people turn up, then I probably won't be on for long today. But we can have a bit of a chat, can't we? Yeah, so I think we're in Leo season now. We've just had a Leo new moon today. So I don't know about you, but I've been having lots of good energy today with the Leo stuff going on. Yeah, let me know if you've got any questions. Right, Ikale, let me have a look for you. I'm just going to go and get something. 1 second, and I'll be back in a minute. Right, back again. Sorry about that. Right, so Ikali, you're asking, will my situation with my neighbour be resolved? Right. Okay, so let me have a look. So that's looking quite good to me. That's looking quite positive. I think I need to turn the camera around. 1 second. I'm sure I got it the right way up. Technical problems. There we go. Let me see. That's better. There we go. Just about. Right. So I'm just going to ask you about that. Okay, so looking at this, Carly, in answer to your question, I know you read cards yourself, so you'll be able to understand this, and you probably don't need my interpretation, but I'll give you my interpretation anyway. I'm looking at this and seeing that you've made quite a lot of effort to kind of build a bridge with this person. With the Six of Wands card, you know, you've been, it's like you've done everything that you can, I feel, with this person to try and speak to them, to be reasonable, to just be friendly and get along, and you've worked really quite hard to be sort of on their wavelength, I think. And I think that there's just not really much coming from the other side with these next two cards that I'm seeing. So we've got the reverse Tower and the reverse Six of Cups, which to me speaks of somebody who is very stubborn with this card, particularly reversed. But to be honest, I'm thinking that you may have to do something official with this person. That's what I feel about this. I think do you know what I feel about this person psychically? I just feel like they are an unhappy person and they enjoy kind of winding other people up. It's like, well, if I'm unhappy, other people are going to be unhappy. And I see you eventually just accepting the way it is and either kind of walking away and just kind of cutting them off, really. I think that's the best thing you can do, is to just try and avoid them, try and avoid and dealing with them. I do feel like they create quite a lot of noise. I do feel like there's an issue where sometimes you want to open your windows, and because of something they're doing, you can't always open your windows. And it's almost like, because you're an empath and you're quite sensitive, Akale, I feel like you pick up their energy. I feel like this person's on like right and next door neighbour to you. So yeah, that would confirm that for me. You need to put some protection around yourself, some psychic protection. And yeah, ask your guides. You'll know how to do that, but ask your guides and work with them to really just, you know, let go of this person's energy. Do a kind of cord cutting ceremony. But honestly, I would like to say something else, but I don't see them changing, even though you've done everything you can. That's what I'm seeing with that. So I hope that's not the wrong answer. Cheryl, can I have a general reading for the week, please? Okay, let me have a look for you. Hey, Carly, let me know if you've got any thoughts about that. Oh, yeah, she's a troublemaker. You are so correct about the windows. Oh, you're very welcome. Thanks for saying that. It's always nice to be right. Something about a Trump rally. That's nice. Don't think we'll be there. Your son has just asked, how will his work be? Okay, you want your son to go first. All right, okay. I will do that. I'll have a look for you. Okay. Jumping out all over the place. Right. So I feel for your son, Cheryl, in regards to his workplace, looking at this, I do think that there are some real characters in terms of where he works. I also feel like it's a very cliquey environment with these cards here. There's sort of quite a lot of pressure to kind of fit in. And it's a very, also almost kind of slightly, I don't know, intellectually snobby kind of atmosphere in some way. Yeah, anyway, it's very cliquey. It's like you either fit in or you don't. And I do see that there have been some issues with the company, which I think is more to do with Brexit than anything else. I see him staying there for the time being, because it's just the best option at the moment. But I do see him moving on in a couple of months. Hang on, I'm getting the number 2. So I think it's, you know, I think your son's really sensible, and I think he's really steady, and he's the kind of person that won't do anything stupid. You know, it's like he can handle working somewhere quite difficult with difficult people. I just feel he's not the problem. I really feel about you, Cheryl, and also your son, that he's quite a grounded and an even sort of tempered person. You know, he's not difficult or anything like that. He can get along with anybody. But yeah, he's just in this quite aggressive, quite difficult environment where there's a lot of, it's a lot of emotion here. I also feel that, like I said about characters at his workplace, I do think that there are people there who perhaps, well, you can't see the cards, I've just noticed, who use drugs or use alcohol, and it's almost like there's a certain pressure to fit in with the social scene at this workplace. And I want to say, you know, it's like you have to show loyalty in some way. But I want to say for him that he's really smart and he knows how to kind of act the part but not get too involved. So I think he needs to stick it out there for a bit longer. And I feel in about 2 years' time, he's going to get a new qualification that will help him to move on. But it feels to me like there's some kind of choice or decision that he needs to make here with the Chariot and the Lovers. It's all about sort of deciding what he wants to do and take that forward. So, you know, sometimes it's just not the right time to make a choice because we don't have enough information. But he's coming up to the point where you know, he knows him, he will know himself well enough to be able to choose what he wants to do. And looking at this 8 of coins, he will do well. As long as he pursues something that he's really passionate about, he will do really well. Yeah, with him, I do feel, I mean, you say it's a Sagittarian, I know it's a bit probably a cliche, but I do feel that there is some travel coming up for him in a new job. I do think that he needs to go and see the world. I just think where he is at the moment, the job he's got is literally just one of those things where it's like just get money coming in. He doesn't enjoy it at all. But like I say, I do feel that once he decides what he wants to do, and it's the right timing for him, he will go forward and be very successful. And I do see him traveling. I think he does like to be around people. I don't know what his age is, but I think he's going to travel, have quite a lot of fun. And then I actually feel he might end up running his own business, and it is something social. I don't know if it's going to be like a restaurant or something to do with transport as well. I see something to do with like taxis or transport or deliveries. But yeah, I think that he will eventually run his own business. You know, he's just got to get through things. So I hope that answers your question. So Cheryl, you wanted a general reading, didn't you? Let me know if you're still there. Right, Cheryl. So I'm going to say for you, that's your card for the week ahead. So Devil card is actually really positive because it's about breaking your old habits, getting rid of your old habits, and taking steps forward to do things differently. You know, in other words, sort of changing things up. So I think that's what you're going to be doing. I do feel like you, Cheryl, I do feel like you take on a lot of responsibility for other people, sometimes without realising it. Like you feel, oh, he likes cars and works for the tyre company doing deliveries. Yeah, I think he's going to go into something like that. I definitely see cars and transport, and I think he likes kind of, I don't know, all those kind of things like machines and cars and speed, and he likes to make things happen. Oh, you're very welcome. So yeah, for you, Cheryl, it's all about recognizing this week. You may have deeper feelings of like guilt about something. I feel like I said, you take on other people's feelings and you want to try and sort of, you know, if your children, partner, whatever, family, you want to make everything okay for everybody else. And for me, I think that this week is all about recognizing to put yourself first a little bit more and look after yourself, because I just feel like you really need to have some more fun. That's what I feel. So yeah, because see, you've got the Strength card. So when you've got the Strength card and the Page of Wands, this did actually jump out reverse. So it's all about kind of, you need to let your hair down and you need to have a bit of fun and enjoyment, and not kind of being a goody two shoes all the time, like always being there for everyone else. You know, it's like, what about you? I do think that there is something in the balance for you at the moment, something you're trying to work out what to do, and it is something quite practical. I feel like it's to do with your work or your home area. Hi, Claudine, how are you? But I just think that, yeah, this is part of what it's to do with. Once you've kind of got a bit more information and you're able to make a decision, then you're just a bit stuck at the moment. That's what I think. Hi, Claudine. Let me know if you've got a question. I will try and answer for you. Just doing some little readings this evening. Let's see if I can get this camera sorted out. There we go, that's better. Yeah, let me know if you've got a question, and just pop it in the comments, please. Oh, I'm okay. Yes, 8-8. I know. What does that mean, 8-8? I should have looked that up, actually. I know it's Leo new moon today. So, sun and moon in Leo, which is good. It's lots of Leo energy. woke up this morning with loads of energy, which was the Leo new moon, which was great. Got loads done, went to the gym. You'd like to know what's next for you in love. Okay, thank you, Lordine. Let me have a look for you. I'm just going to shuffle and take some cards for you. Yeah, Lion's Gate. So what is the Lion's Gate? Because I don't know about that. What is it? Somebody has to explain that to me. Right. Okay. So for you, Lordine, in love, I see that for whatever reason, you have been choosing to kind of keep yourself to yourself, keep your cards close to your chest. Oh, the luckiest day of the year. Well, let's hope so. Should have bought a lottery ticket. I feel you've been keeping yourself to yourself, so not getting too involved with people, not, with this card, you're not really letting anybody get too close, and there's a lot of kind of almost a little bit of fear around intimacy. Because sometimes intimacy can be scary. Depending on your background, you can kind of feel like, oh God, if I let someone get under my skin, then they could hurt me or whatever. And it's partly, I think, because you've wanted to stay in control, because I think actually your life is going well. You're on a good path. I do feel like you've got a good job. You know who you are. You know what you want to kind of achieve on a practical level. And you've got very clear plans, and I think that's going really well. I think you also kind of spend quite a lot of time in your head. I think you're a really deep thinker, and I just feel that you are going to meet somebody within the next 3 years. You're going to meet your significant other. It just hasn't been the right time. It's a lot to do with timing. Spirit will never let you down. There is somebody coming into your life. Yes, okay, so that confirms that for me. So this new person is going to come through a new job or new opportunity. I do think that you're going to move, or you're going to travel and somehow work in a different area or in a different location for about half a year. And this is when you're going to meet this new guy. I don't think you need to worry. I think your plans are very clear. I do feel that this guy is also looking for you, and I think his name begins with either A. I think it might be Alex or something like that. Well, there he is. So there you both are. So that's him and that's you. And when the timing is right, I think he will appear. It just hasn't been the right timing at the moment. Let me have a look what else I can see. I do feel that this is somebody you will meet through your work. I don't know if you do like freelancing or if you kind of do contract work, but it won't be long before you meet him. Let me revise that. Yeah, let me revise that timescale. Okay, 10 months. No, not 3 years. I could say 10 months. But when I say 3 years, I mean by that, I mean within the next 3 years, you'll be at a point where you're kind of living together, getting engaged, creating a family. But I do think you're going to meet him in the next 10 months. So you don't need to worry. He's going to turn up. I also feel there's somebody already around you who's possibly someone you're kind of thinking about, whether or not he's the right person. Yeah, I just think that you've been finding yourself. That's what I think. I also think that you're a very talented writer or speaker in some way, some kind of blogger, I don't know. But you need to do more of your writing, and you need to just be fully yourself in a relationship. Don't kind of edit yourself to make the other person feel okay. And that's exactly what you've been learning. you know, it's funny, the more you kind of sort yourself out and the more confident and happy you are in yourself, the more likely you are to meet the right person. It's not that you meet the right person and then everything is suddenly okay. You've got to make yourself happy first and then they come along, and that's exactly what you're doing. So I think in the past you've kind of held back. You're learning who you are, you're getting more and more confident, comfortable with yourself, and then you're going to meet this guy in the next 10 months. And I get the name A. I also get the name Luke, which is funny because it's obviously another L name. Hi, Apurva. Hello, I can't pronounce your name. Yes, you can ask a question. Yeah, journaling, exactly. Well, you know, that journaling, Laudine, I think that's going to turn into some kind of actual career, like as a writer. I really see you've got a gift there for self-expression and writing, and I think that's something that you might find yourself getting more and more into, getting commissions. But this is how you're going to meet this chap, is through work and different opportunities that are going to come up that you don't know about yet, you know. But yeah, I feel like you've got clear plans, you know where you're going, and just keep going. Apurva, yeah, you can ask a question. What's your question, my dear? If you just put it in the comments. Okay, I don't think there's anybody else here this evening. Hello, Taha, how are you? You're very welcome, Laudine, no problem. And this is a card that comes up really strongly for you. These two cards, Laudine, just before you go. So this is basically, if you imagine this is you and you're on this horse and you've got this very clear idea of exactly where you're going, then she's looking towards the future and she knows where she's going. And then this is the energy and the drive to make it happen. So I want to just, you know, let you know you really are on the right path in life, and that's really great. So I promise you, you can't go too far wrong, and he's going to turn up. All right, Taha. Apurva, you're not there anymore. Yes, you can ask a question. You just need to put it in the comments. I see a reconciliation between you and your ex? He is a Taurus and I am an Aries. Okay. Wow, Taurus and Aries. I've got my dad and my brother are Taurians, and they're very... Oh, that's nice. Yes, I do, Taha. That's very clear. Yes. You know, you guys need to be together. Look at that. That's just jumped out for you as well. So the Ace of Cups is like a new beginning. It's like when you get the aces, it's always something new, new energy. They contain the power of the whole suit. So if you imagine this ace is like a fresh start in love. I think a lot of the problems or issues that maybe you've had are more to do with sort of stresses that you get in life, putting pressure on the actual relationship, which I do think it does work. And it seems to me like you're a really good influence on each other. Like you actually kind of inspire and motivate each other. Oh, he's reached out after 7 months. Okay. So yeah, I think that you have a really good potential relationship. I would just say go for it, Tara, but I think that you need to be more assertive. That's what will make... Oh, you're welcome, Mikalo, no worries. You're very welcome. I will come and have a reading on your channel at some point because I need readings as well. You know what it's like. You do readings for everyone else and you think, what about me? I want a reading. Okay, no worries. Thanks for joining me. It's very kind of you. Okay, Taha. He still has a third party in his life. Right. Let's see. Yeah. So I think obviously you're very loyal to him. I want to say to you that you need to be a little bit careful to have, because I just feel he's someone who can be a bit greedy. Not being horrible, but he likes things to be comfortable for himself. The problem that I see more than anything else is that in some way or other, he's got a longer history with this other person. There's a sort of a deeper commitment, or it's more kind of public or more formal. And it's also to do with his mother. For some reason, he wants to get his mother's approval, is what I'm picking up. So I think that, honestly, Taha, if you want me to be completely honest, I think that there is somebody better for you out there. And you need to maybe think about moving on and valuing yourself. Because I just feel like he is possibly someone that will be the kind of person who will have their cake and eat it. So in other words, they'll tell you that they're going to be loyal to you or leave this person or whatever, but they're not necessarily planning to do that. You know, what about you? What about your feelings and your needs? And that's what you need to focus on. But I do feel there's someone better for you out there that is going to come into your life, who's a much kinder person. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, so this is what I see with him. With him, there is a real, you know, he's a go-getter, he's charismatic, but in some ways he's also, you know, a dominant guy. Maybe it's because it's Aries Taurus, but sometimes with Aries Taurus there can be that sort of, you know, that kind of power struggle where you lock horns. I see for you this new person coming into your life who's more of a King of Cups type of character, much more gentle, much more compassionate, and he will, you know, he will give you children, he will be a lot more loyal and loving and kind. That's what I see. Whereas this other guy is, I think, maybe a little bit cold. So let me see what else I can look into for you. Yeah, you need to step into your power, definitely. So let me take an angel card for you. Oh, Apurva, you've put a question there. Do I see marriage for you and Yogesh? He recently introduced me to his family. Let me have a look. Well, for you, Taha, I just think that there is somebody better out there for you. That's all. I'm not saying that there isn't going to be, you know, I can see that you have this really strong bond with this person, but you know, I know that he's really kind of loves you in some ways and that he's very attracted to you. But I just wonder if it wouldn't be better to kind of place your bets and, you know, go and find somebody else. And, you know, love yourself enough to realise that that's your worth complete commitment from somebody, rather than someone who's, yeah, you see, I'm not sure that he's able to offer complete commitment because he sort of likes to play games a little bit. So I would say that you don't have to do anything. You can keep going back to him or accepting him back. But I think this is a really good learning experience for you. And I think ultimately you will meet this other person that I see coming into your life, who's a much kinder man, who lives from his heart and not from his head. Okay. You're very welcome, Taha. I'm sorry if I said the wrong thing, but I'm always honest. So I will say that I do see you always being friends with this guy. You do have a very deep bond with each other. And I'm going to take an angel card for you so that you can see that as well. Let me have a look. Okay. So I think I have just got, that's okay. I can only tell you what I see, you know. I don't like to sugarcoat things. So Apurva, I think you're next. I'm just trying to take an angel card. Right, so this is your card that's come up. Taha, I'm trying to get it in front of the camera. To help heal the situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. So I don't know if that means anything to you or the image means something to you, but that's what's coming up for you. Okay, Apurva, you're next. Hello, Joliet. Yes, it is. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. Marriage for me and Yogesh. Recently introduced me to his family. Nice. So, okay. So yes, I'm seeing the relationship developing and growing really well. I see that his family and sort of being accepted by his family, particularly his mum or the women in the family, it's like really important in this situation. Okay, and I think that I really feel like he's a really smart guy. He's really, really smart, and he's really going places, you know. Look at these cards that he's got. He's got the Emperor, the Chariot, the Ace of Wands. So, you know, he's really going to do well in life. Hi, Adriana. Hi, Julia. I'm going to come to you in a second. Yes, his mum, Apurva. He is. Yeah, I think that you are accepted by the family. And in terms of marriage, I'm just having a look for you. I think that he wants to get his financial kind of life together. I feel like he's just at the beginning of his career, or he's certainly working. He's like on the career ladder, you know, or he's building a business. I don't know which it is, but I think he also wants to have a place of his own. If he gets married and has a family with you, which I think he will, because the first card you got was the card of kind of setting up home together. You can see a little couple there. So that tells me that you guys are going to live together. You're going to be accepted by the family. But for him, he really wants to have his own place. So it's all about the aspect of kind of getting enough money together to get his own place. So once that has kind of been sorted out, I think that, yes, you guys will get married. Absolutely. And when that happens, I think it will happen quite quickly. And I think it will be next April is what I want to give you. You'll get married next April. Oh, look at these lovely cards. And I think once you are married and you're sort of part of the family, I think that there will be, I just think it will fit. You'll just fit. It will be a nice situation. When you get these cards, like this represents the family, they seem like quite nice people. They're quite money orientated and wealth and possessions orientated, but I think they're quite fair. And like I say, he's very sharp, very intelligent. So yeah, I do think you'll be fine. Just remember to do things for yourself as well. I think you're going to do some studying, Apurva. I think that's what you're going to do. Once you're married, you're going to have time to actually choose to do some studying. I don't know if he's got something to do with money markets or stocks and shares, but I think that that's something he could do. And I also think that's something you could do. I think you're very good with numbers. And it's almost like you need to have something for yourself as well. Okay, I hope that helps you. Jolia, if you're still there, let me know. When will my boyfriend text me? Let me have a look. And then we've got Adriana. Let's see. Oh, chartered accountancy. What, you're doing chartered accountancy final year, or he is, or you both are? That's good. Yeah, I see you working, well, not working, but I see you making money in money markets, like in stocks and shares or cryptocurrency or something like that. Eventually, I think, you know, you're going to have a sort of, you're going to have a hand in that. I think you're really, don't, what I want to say to you, Apurva, sort of going forward in this life that you're going to have as a wife and partner, don't ever forget your own value. That's what I want to say to you. Don't remember that you're just as intelligent and that you've got just as many skills and you're just as valuable. Like I say, I think the family is good. I think although they're quite materialistic, they're very fair. And they will be a good fit. Okay. So sorry, Jolia, let me come back to you. Right. Okay. So yeah, okay. So Jolia, I think that your boyfriend, he's a bit of a, I wouldn't be horrible, but he's a bit of a idiot sometimes, maybe a bit selfish. I don't know if you'd agree with that. You know, he's a bit of a shit sometimes, put it nicely. Oh, good. Thank you, Apurva. That's nice to know. You're welcome. So yeah, okay, Jolia, just a quick answer to your question. I think your boyfriend's mainly focused on himself and having a good time. So if you look at these cards, this is all about him and his ego. And you know what, hon? I don't think it's your fault. It's not your fault. It's nothing you've done. It's just the way he is. He would do the same to anybody. And it's what he does. He enjoys kind of, what do I want to say? So, you know, when somebody doesn't text you and you're kind of like, where are they? Where are they? And he does it on purpose to kind of make you, it's like keeping you on your toes, you know? That's why he's doing it. I think that with you two, I think he's quite, like I say, quite egotistical and focused really. I almost feel like he's quite narcissistic, actually. He's sort of interested in what he looks like. And I've got to be honest, I don't think that he is particularly trustworthy or honest. I've got to be honest with you. I don't think that he has much of a conscience in terms of how he treats people. And I know that I can see that you just want to have a really nice, loving relationship with this person. My personal opinion is that he's not capable of that. I just don't think he's really capable of that, Jolia. I think that you deserve better. That's what I feel. And yeah, I mean, that's what's coming up for me. So when you get these two cards, the death card, by the way, death is a positive card. It never means actual physical death or anything like that. It's about transformation. It's about new beginnings. So it's that old phrase of like, when you shut one door, another door opens. So if there were two cards in the whole tarot deck of 78 that symbolize letting go of something and moving on, it's these two, which is just what I was talking about. So I feel that you have put a lot of time and energy into this relationship, into trying to be what this person wants you to be, you know, I feel like you've exhausted yourself almost, kind of trying to pin him down and to sort of get hold of him and try and get close to him. And you know what? It's not your fault. He's just not capable of it. My advice, which you don't have to take, or you can tell me I'm wrong, it's entirely up to you, but I will always be honest. My advice is that you're dealing with somebody who has maybe not got the maturity for a relationship, but you have, and you need to move on, and you'll meet somebody else. 3 years long distance relationship. Okay. Do you have a job, Jolia? Do you have like well, it's none of my business, but I feel like you need to focus on your career and your studies. I think that there are some important kind of opportunities coming up for you that are to do with either a contract or work in some way. Let me have a look for you. Yeah. I mean, also looking at this as they jump out, this would be talking about his reputation. So he's got a bit of a reputation as not necessarily a bad boy, but somebody who's a bit of a bully sometimes, or it's just, I don't know. He's just, I don't really get a very good feeling about him, to be honest. Sorry. Oh, when's he going to text you back? Well, I think it will be. I think it will be about 7 or 8 days from now. And I do think that, yes, he will. Yeah, he will be in touch with you, but it won't be for about a week from now. And that's what I'm seeing with that. And then I think after 2 weeks from now, so when's that going to be? So it's like the 24th of August. So I think towards the end of this month, like 3rd or 4th week of August, I think, yeah, 7 to 8 days, I think you will have sort of made a decision about what you're going to do about this person and his behaviour. Because, you know, you're going round and round with your energy here and it's draining you. So, yeah, focus on yourself, do what's right for you. And I will take an angel card for you. Let me see. Adriana, if you're still there, let me know. Because you asked me a question. I was not ignoring you. I'm sorry. I was just trying to catch up. Jean, do you mind if I ask how Jean Aquarius feels about me? Okay. Such an interesting name, Jean. Okay, right, Jolia, I'll take an angel card for you. Oh, okay, he has a special dream. I hope it's a good one. Right. Yeah, so Jolia, this is your angel card. It's a very sexy looking lady there, Vanessa. And the text, oh God, if you can see it, let me try and get it there. To make your decision, ask yourself which way brings me closer to my divine purpose and what takes me away from it. So it's kind of like saying, if I'm making a decision about this person. Also, I just think that you need to try and visualize things more positively. I think you're very visual, Jolia. What do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about. Negativity will block your progress. There you go, see? I think that you need to do a little bit of work with the law of attraction, Jolia. You know, maybe write down what you want in a partner. Write down just drawings or whatever works for you. Do like a vision board. And start attracting somebody with positive energy that's good for you into your life, because I don't think this relationship is good for you. But yeah, he's going to text you within 2 weeks. Okay, Adriana, let me go to you. How does Jean feel about you? Hi Daisy, how are you? Let me know if you've got a question. I'm only going to be here for about another 15 minutes most. Just pop a question in the comments if you've got one, and I'll do a little reading for you. Jean, for you, Adriana. Okay. So, interesting. So I think that Jean is okay, Adriana. So I'm seeing that Jean is very interested in you. Hi Jade, how are you? You're right. So I think that Jean is very interested in you, but he sees you perhaps as somebody who's quite highly defended, perhaps somebody who's a little bit hard to get to know. I think you're very much a very creative girl, you're very free-spirited. And I think really he's the kind of person that likes to talk when, you know, he's quite cerebral, or he's quite communicative. So I think to get to know you, he would like to talk to you more. So despite what you might think he's after, actually, I think he's very interested in you, and he does actually want to really get to know you, but he's just as interested in your mind as anything else. Yeah. I would also say that he's not sure whether or not you like him, Adriana. That's what I see. He's not sure whether or not you're interested in him, or whether you're just spending time with him, or, you know, being around him, talking to him, whatever, because you think you ought to be nice. That's what I'm seeing for you. Personally, Adriana, I would say at the moment what you need in the kind of romance area of life is to actually just allow yourself to have quite a lot of freedom. Oh, you had a special dream about him trying to get closer to you. Yeah. Yeah, I think he wants to get closer to you, but this card kind of came up really strongly. It's like he feels like there's a bit of a barrier, like he can't get close to you. And I think at the moment where I see these two cards, this is just, you want to kind of be free. I think you need your freedom at the moment. You know, it's almost like he's trying to pin you down or get you to kind of make a commitment, and that's not, I'm not sure if that's something that you need right now, because you've got plans. I also feel, Adriana, like you finally got some freedom as an adult away from your family after quite a long time of being burdened within your family. So I don't, burdened as in like it was a tense atmosphere, it was stressful, and it's like you feel happy. I feel like you're happy in some way because you've got away from something that was dragging you down. And I just think, yes, you need to have freedom at the moment. So what I would say with this guy is you will be surprised how much he would love to just talk to you and get to know you as a friend, as a person, no agenda, no wanting physical, whatever, just let him get to know you. I think you might find that actually he becomes quite a good friend. And yeah, so looking at these two Pentacles cards, this is you, Adriana. You're a very sensible girl. You know, you're a Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles type of person. So, you know, you'll always be practical and focused on kind of where you're headed. Okay. I also feel, Adriana, I just feel like you've got some kind of healing to do within yourself. It's just, yeah, you need that freedom at the moment. Okay, Jade and Daisy, I think you're next. Daisy, Jade. I don't know what O's current thoughts for me are since separation. Would Jose and I take next step? Actually, when would he make a decision to be with me? 1 minute, I'm trying to... You're welcome, that's fine. Right, who should I do first? Right, Daisy, you're first in the queue. When would Jose and I take the next step? When would we make a decision to... Right. Okay, thank you. So let's have a look. Right. So, So yeah, I think that he is quite a private person, Jose. He likes to keep things to himself, doesn't like to reveal too much to anybody. And I feel like he wants to... This is totally separate from you, Daisy, but I just feel like he wants to move away from where he lives. I'm not sure why, but I just get this feeling like he just wants to kind of create a new life somewhere. And I think that is actually what he's going to do. I just think where he is, there's a lot of kind of family pressure or expectations on him, and he wants to go somewhere and create a new life. Yeah, that confirms that for me. He just wants to kind of get out of there. So in answer to your question, you're talking about him making a decision to be with you. I don't think you're the problem. I don't think it's that he... I mean, look, you guys are a couple, so you come up as the King and the Queen of Cups. Yeah, so I think you guys are going to have a family together, but it's more that he needs to sort himself out. That's what he needs to work things out and get his life where he wants it to be. So I just feel like he's not happy with the way things are. It's like either the location or it's his family's everywhere. That's what I think it is. But yes, I do think that he will make a commitment to you. So he wants to move from his baby mama or from me. Ah, okay. Right. Yeah, I don't think I think he wants to be with you, Daisy. But like I say, he's got some things to sort out, to kind of clear up and make a decision. I think that he will have made a decision by Christmas. Yeah, that's what I feel. He will have made a decision by Christmas. And I think that he is quite a controlling person with this card coming up. I think he will always kind of do what suits him best. Yeah, so I feel by Christmas he will have made a decision to be with you, because he's very attracted to you. Hello, Julia. Yes, you can ask one more question. And then I've got... who else have we got here? And then we have Jade. What was your question? Can I know O's current... What's O's current thoughts of me since separation, please? Okay. So... So I think, Jade, that he is feeling quite hurt, actually. And really wants some closure, wants to talk to you about things. I mean, this may be more relating to you, but this is talking about somebody who's kind of having to lick their wounds. You know, they're feeling quite hurt. And I would be surprised if he wasn't not being very responsive or not responding at all to any kind of communication, because he just can't at the moment. He's just feeling too upset, doesn't know what to say. You know, when you've got all the emotions churning around and all the turmoil, and it's like, oh, you know, there's so many thoughts going through your head. And he's just trying... I mean, look at all these swords cards. He's a real thinker, you know. He tries to think his way out of things rather than feel. So yeah, he needs some time out. That's what I'm seeing, Jade. So it's best to just let him have that, really. He said the couple couldn't be friends. Oh, he said he was happy. Yeah, I don't know about that. That's not what I'm seeing. Let me have another look then. No, I'm sorry, Jade. I just think that he's just saying that as a defense. I don't think that's true. I think that's him trying to make out like he's got everything worked out, and it's just, that's not really what's going on. I think that I feel like he's pushed this situation into happening, as in this sort of trial separation. And I think he realizes that he's made the wrong decision, or that he made a bad choice in some way that has caused this to happen. Yeah, and now he's trying to act like he's got it together, so he doesn't have to admit that he's messed up. Let's see what's going to happen in the future. So I do see him. Oh, thank you, Jade, for saying that. So yeah, I think, Jade, that you're going to be fine. I do think that there are some. I mean, look at all these aces. My God, you've got like a royal flush here. You've got 1, 2, 3 aces. So aces are really powerful cards. They're like new beginnings. And I feel with you, Jade, he will come back to you. He will kind of come back to you and say, "Can we try again?" I'm not sure if you won't have moved on, although I do see that possibly there are children in the mix. I feel like you're quite a powerful lady, and you've kind of got your act together in life. I do feel also that you've got your own income or your own money in some way, and that to some extent you don't really need him. And that's, I think, what you're learning about yourself. Yeah, it's up to you, but I think that there's a real karmic bond between you guys, and there will be a real temptation to go back. If that happens, then just see it as a learning experience. Let's see. And yeah, I see a new relationship for you with somebody in the future. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I see a new relationship for you, and it's going to be somebody that you meet socially, and it is going to be at a friend's wedding. That's what I'm told. You're going to meet somebody completely new that you don't know yet. And this is going to be next summer that this happens. So here he is. Yeah, exactly. He is karmic. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. I was just thinking that it is a karmic meeting. And we always kind of think, oh, karma, soulmate, that's like a really good thing. But actually, as you know, karmic relationships can mean that it's really difficult, because that's how you learn. But anyway, I just want to say to you that I think you've outgrown him, honestly, Jade. Ultimately, that's the bottom line. And I do see a new person coming into your life. It's going to be like an instant attraction, like really kind of like straight away. You're going to be like, wow, who's that? And this will be, next summer. I feel it's almost like a year from now, almost exactly a year. You're going to meet this new person. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you. And I think, I'm coming up to an hour now, so I'm going to go, but I hope that's useful for you. Jade, I will just take a little angel card for you. Oh, that's a nice one. So that's your angel card. Your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. That's beautiful. What a lovely message. Thanks very much, Jade, for having a reading, and for everybody else. And I will probably be back next weekend. You're very welcome, Jade. Thanks for joining me, and nice to chat with you. And I'll probably be back next weekend, either Saturday or Sunday around the same time. So I'll speak to you soon. Thanks, guys. Bye. Bye. Bye.